On a real nigga, I'm a real nigga. I run around with them real niggas.
Hey y'all, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different, only because as you can see I'm in my car today. I've been on a go a lot, so I just decided to do this in my car because why not? Like, I'm always on the go. I've been feeling like I haven't been having time to just sit down and record it with my mic and stuff, you know, podcast setup. So today we're just gonna get it done. Then not only that, I've been having hella errands to run, so I just been on the go. I've really been living the fast life, especially since I haven't been working for the past month. I really just been diving into who I am and like what I want to do in life and networking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, bitch just really been focusing on herself and focusing on her craft and trying to perfect it as well. I am the only one that, you know, I do the editing, I edit the memes, I do the music, I do the clips, I do everything. So my head is just everywhere. I am looking for an editor. I need a new thumbnail. I need a whole rebrand for my channel because I'm not the same person that I used to be. I just need a whole new rebrand for my channel. I'm even trying to rebrand my like name, but I don't know what name to use for the channel. I am the queen, the princess, the alpha and the omega. So if that's the case, I need something to match. I need something to match me. Cause goated, yes, I'm goated, cool, but I ate that, numb that, I'm starving again, I'm hungry, so I need something else. I need something else to feed and to portray who I am today. So yeah, like I said, today's video is going to be a little bit different, but I'm still going to give y'all the title of the video is 2 timelines that's going on right now. So yeah, just stay tuned. I hope y'all like it. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let your mom know, your daddy know, your sister know, and your cousin know that Ray is posting, so they need to tap in. Then y'all, I am in the park. So like I said, I've been on the go, and if you know Ray, I love to smoke them every day. I get my business done. I be high while I'm doing it. That's just life, bitch. It is what it is. So I am gonna blaze up a little bit before we do start this video, and I'm gonna kind of just chat. Probably not. I'll probably cut it out. I don't really know how I'm feeling. If I want to leave it in or leave it out, I don't really know. But I am in the middle of a park. It's raining outside in Houston. Let me see if I can show y'all. It's literally just raining. So I don't know. It's just raining and it looked kind of ugly outside. So, but the lighting on this camera is still good. So fuck it, we here. I love the comments on the last video. You know, I'm trying to get more used to being on camera for y'all, so I won't be as awkward, because I'm already an awkward bitch in real life. So I'm trying not to be as awkward as I am in real life, like on the camera, because I mean, it's just me talking at the end of the day, and I do this on my phone. So what should be the difference of me doing it on my phone and on the camera? So that's just what it is. But how y'all doing? I've been loving the support. I've been loving everything. Like I said it in my last video, but I really do enjoy the support, and I love seeing people that I know in real life. And it's spring break, y'all. So if you in Houston for spring break, pop outside. Expect to see me outside. I might run into you one day. Bitch, hit my line. Like, we can pop off. We can do it, whatever y'all want to do. Like, I'm already be outside. Like I said, I might run into a couple of y'all. So if I do run into y'all, like, just speak, you know. I'm never too fly. I'm never too good to say what up.
Act like, don't get it twisted. Like, if you see me, holla at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like, it's not that serious. Trust.
I'm actually really friendly. I'm really nice in real life. So if you see me, I'm gonna say what up. Don't expect me to like just the liquor get in. When the liquor get in my system, like, I'm just hella nice. I hope I do see some of y'all, because I do have a lot of people on here that I just been knowing for years, like on social media. Like, it's crazy how you can really be on social media and know somebody for literally fucking years. Like, do y'all ever really just think about that concept for real? Like, that's crazy. So today's video is going to be about the 2 timelines that's going on, because I don't know about y'all, but I've really been chilling throughout all this madness. Like, something in my soul and something in my spirit, especially my black people, like, we all got the same feeling to just sit the fuck down and focus on us all at once. And I love that. I just love that. One timeline, like, everybody is just going crazy. Like, the politics is going crazy, the people is going crazy. Oh, this is my song, y'all. Hold on. a bitch ain't trying to get copyrighted, so I'm gonna have to speed through that. But yeah, one time, y'all, they been going crazy. Like, we got rumors of war, we got Iran, we got Trump tripping. It's so much shit going on, ICE, all that. Like, it's just so much. And then on the other hand, I'm seeing hella people healing. Like, I'm seeing hella people coming together and just building community and just loving the community. Like, the past year and a half, really, shit just been being hectic. Like, we've been having people, celebrities, getting exposed for doing weird ass shit. We've been having, like, it really feel like Hollywood as a whole is just like the bad parts of Hollywood was exposed, and it seemed like that shit just went down. Like, just imagine a building just crashing right in front of you, but on the opposite side of that building, they're building the righteous Hollywood, if that makes sense. Like, the people are getting what they're owed in Hollywood. You know, all the Karma spinning the block, she making shit known. Like, you know, y'all was fucking up the past couple of years, decades, fucking centuries, bitch, and I'm coming to collect. So that's basically what's going on, y'all. Like, Karma just coming to collect. You know, the universe is doing her part. They reaping what they sowing. They reaping what they sowing right now, and they fucking going crazy. They losing their goddamn mind. Literally this morning, I just seen the White Howard wife crying and shit. She crying and shit because this nigga doing drugs and shit. What? And supposedly her daughter got, like, taken by CPS and all that. I don't really want to speak too much on it because I don't know too much about it, but I do know he got exposed for being DL, like, a couple years back. And it's still rumors that he be going to Mexico to you know, kiss and hang with the lady boys. But, you know, if that's his cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. But don't be dragging everybody in your cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like,
if you was beefing at a wedding, you should have been beefing at their wedding. Why would you bring this to somebody else's club? That's safe.
Just do your tea. Do what you gonna do on your end, though. Don't be trying to have everybody else be a part of that shit and they don't even know that they're a part of that shit. Like, that's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. It's just too much. It's too much going on. You got those key people in Hollywood that just always speak out about shit, and they're either silenced, killed, or, like, put on the back burner to where nobody really paying attention to them no more. They're not getting screen time, TV time, none of that. So a lot of this stuff is crashing, and it's really not coincidental, because if you look at the time that we in, like I said, the past year and a half, a bunch of shit just been coming up. It's just been coming up and just been, this was a lie, this was a lie, that was a lie, that was a lie, this was a lie, this was a lie. Oh, bitch, you thought it was that? Psych, it's this. Like, they got us looking over here, whole time it was this over here. But they been looking over here, though, because they already, like I said, they been doing this shit. So the fact that it's crashing right now, this shit is not a coincidence, because it's crashing in the middle of a rebirth. And in order for you to rebuild, you gotta die, and you gotta have that ego death, and you gotta just start from the bottom. And everybody that's not on a new wave, they're stuck in the past, and they're gonna be stuck on that frequency. And guess what? If you stuck on that frequency, bitch, you're gonna be stuck there for life, because everybody else is evolving and growing. I'm giving y'all the gems. I'm giving y'all the gems. Now, I'm sorry if y'all see me keep going like this. I'm looking at my phone to make sure my camera keep recording, because my shit will turn off mid-sentence. So I'm still new to this camera shit, because I just got my shit like maybe last year, a year ago. I don't really know, but I'm still a rookie with this shit. I just know I love the quality. I look good. The sound good. I need to get another mic for the camera, though, because I got my podcast mic, but I want the mic this, like, I could put on my camera. I can walk around, vlog type shit, because I want to do those type of videos for y'all too. Like, this channel, I just do everything. So I want to take y'all with me to do everything. But let me get back to it. Like, I want y'all to think of it like this. Back then, right, all the conspiracy theorists, I'm calling the conspiracy theorists to the front, because I'm gonna use them as an example to explain the difference in the timeline. You were exposed to those things that you found out within the government and within, like, these secret societies and these communities. When you found out about those things, it really kind of triggered your brain into fight or flight, or you kind of just went into psychosis a little bit. You really go through an ego death because you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. It's like, what the fuck do I believe? Back then, our mental prepared us for shit like this today, if you know what I mean. Like, shit like this that's coming out today, I'm really not surprised, because it's been proof, and it's been documents and pictures and videos and all that out that has been exposing this type of shit. So it's like, I'm really not surprised. Everybody wasn't paying attention to it because it wasn't time for it to be paid attention to yet. That's what I'm saying. Time and the releasing of this shit is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence whatsoever. When you was a conspiracy theorist and you going through all these emotions and all of these thoughts and all of this questioning and like deconstructing everything that you knew, your frequency is now building because you're learning truth, you're learning knowledge, you're actually seeking the truth for yourself. You're trying to connect with God innerly. You're trying to connect with things that bring truth to your soul, if you know what I mean. Like, you got people that's still stuck in this old way of thinking. Like, you got some people that's still in the streets because they think the streets is cool. You got some people still disrespecting black people and being racist because they think it's cool. You got some people disrespecting women, still beating on women because they think it's cool. That stuff, that's the old matrix and the old timeline. Accept it. If you know now, 2026, nobody accepting that shit. Nobody's accepting that shit. So it's either you get right or you get lost. But if your frequency is not on that timeline of getting right, you're gonna forever be stuck. And with the conspiracy theorists, they gotta jump start in the new timeline because, like I said, they did the deconstructing. They rebuilt themselves throughout the years up until today, and they're probably still rebuilding, but they're already at a certain level because they already been broken down mentally and they've already went through the work of knowing what's real and what's not. Is my camera blurry? If my camera get blurry, I'm gonna be mad, for real. So they already went through the information, you know, what people told them and what they was deceived about. Like, the veil is lifted, so everybody they're not buying that bullshit, and they pointing out that bullshit. And if you own bullshit, people are gonna call you out and you're not gonna make it because we not own that no more. We not own that. Like, you can take that with you and you can, because we not own that no more. We don't want that. We want what's real, bitch. We want authenticity. We don't want that fake shit. That's why the government and the politicians, they can't get away with shit how they used to, because it's just not in the stars. God said, universe said, spirit said, nigga, energy said, nigga, frequency said, nigga. So if you're not gonna come with truth, if you're not gonna be on the new timeline, if you're not gonna be on the new wave, you could drown in the last one. But let's talk about the new wave. Let's talk about the new wave. Let's talk about the new wave. I know y'all seeing it too. All the people, all the conversations. First of all, I want to point out the conversations. Only because these conversations were not being had. A lot of these conversations that Gen Z is having and Gen Z is bringing up, these conversations were not had. My mama ain't had these conversations. My aunties, my grannies, my uncles, my cousins ain't had these conversations. Hold on. Before we get too deep in this, y'all, I kind of want to explain what I mean by Babylon timeline and we got the Rebirth timeline. We gonna call it that. We're gonna call it Babylon timeline, which is the old system, the old way of thinking, outdated beliefs. And then we got the Rebirth timeline, which is we already been through the ego death. We rebuilding community, love, and respect, and a moral compass. We have morals over here, okay? So let me tell y'all what I mean by the Babylon timeline. So we got timelines that's, well, I won't even say timelines. We have people in these timelines, families in these timelines that, you know, they was just getting away with a bunch of bullshit. Nobody was really telling them right from wrong, so they felt like they was untouchable. Like, they felt like they could just come in and do what they want. I mean, essentially they was. They really was. But at the same time, nobody was trying to stop them. Like, everybody was just playing along with the game or acting like they didn't see what was going on. Then not only that, some people probably felt hopeless. Like, they like, oh, well, this shit been going on for years. Like, who the fuck am I to stop it? Like, if they wanted to stop it, they would type mentality. And then not only that, in this timeline as well, we got a lot of superficial things. We got a lot of lies. We got a lot of hiding and burning shit and knowledge being stripped away. We got a lot of that in this timeline. And like I said, this has been going on for ancient times. So just imagine how deep these roots run, really. Like, just imagine how deep the roots really run. We could speak on DTJ. We could speak on him, right? He's attached to this timeline, and he's attached to these people in this timeline that bully, corrupt, kill, steal, rob, you know, they just do a bunch of faulty shit. They want us to play that game with them so they can do their agenda or whatever they doing in the background. You could stay with me. Boom, 2025 come busting open the gates. 2025 come busting through the fucking gates. I hope my camera caught my last clip because I looked at my phone and my shit was froze. It's hot in here. You know, I guess it was too hot, so I just turned the AC on. But last thing I said was 2025 came busting the gates open with full-blown truth, exposure, and authenticity. They came through this bitch. The universe shook up the motherfucking planet, shook up the frequency, shook up the energy, and threw everything off, right? Threw everything off, every little game. The universe said, oh, hell no. She just came shaking the table. My babies need to evolve. It's that time. I'm tired of y'all playing. We gonna start at the root. We gonna start at the bottom. Because politicians, everybody is connected to all that shit going on in Hollywood, all that shit going on in Epstein Island, all that. They all connected to it. So, and Hollywood recruit them motherfuckers. Hollywood like the bridge. Hollywood like the door to the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you start just thinking you just gonna pop your career off. You think you just gonna get in here and, you know, just do your big one. Then you get in here and do your big one. And then next thing you know, they trying to make you do something else just to do a bigger one. Like, you know what I mean? And to keep you relevant, to keep you in the loop. It came in with the restarting energy. It came in with the energy of your third eye being open. Now everybody is talking about the shit. Everybody talking about the uncomfortable, like the uncomfortable shit. Everybody talking about the fact that, you know, these conversations in the black community that's happening, like the sweeping shit under the rug, the what goes on in my house stay in my house, like that type of thing was in the air. We even got people like leaving the traditional careers. Like, nobody wants to just be attached to the system no more. Nobody want to be attached to that. Everybody is thinking, you know, how can I get it on my own? You know, how can I build something for myself and leave a legacy? Well, that's what we thinking in my timeline. So I hope y'all thinking that in y'all timeline. Bitch, get with it. But yeah, we on that type of thinking, you know. We not believing what the politicians really saying. They gotta come with some proof and some hardcore actions. We not just going for the bullshit. So we got that happening. We got like people trying to get back to their roots, their traditions. We got people trying to start new traditions with the families that they're creating, and we got people being open and honest and being like transparent about certain things. Like, that's what we want in the new timeline. That's where we going. And if you ain't going, you ain't flowing. And if you ain't flowing, bitch, you hoeing. We got people doing the shadow work. We got people doing the individual work. We got people that's working on themselves, so collectively we can work together and be better and think clearly and really just organize together, especially in my black and brown communities. And I really love that because especially in these times and these days, we gotta stay together. We have to stay together. And if we not staying together, what the fuck we doing? What the fuck we doing? And it's like nobody's trying to gatekeep no more. And the people that was gatekeeping, they're being exposed for gatekeeping. Although we're all doing the work individually and as families, you know, in our own homes, in our own journals, and we all working on ourselves, it's all happening at once. So we're collectively raising the frequency. That's just to give a little rundown of the two timelines, right? Whenever you go down those rabbit holes, you're forced to be open. And if you're not, it's kind of like you're denying what is like right here. Like you fighting what's there. You fighting what's inevitable. So if you was already doing that back then, your mental is already open. So you're already seeing the things. You had that foreshadowing moment back then already. Like, you had that moment of, yeah, I already knew all this shit was gonna come out. It's kind of like we just sitting here like this. Oh, that, yeah. And our family's like, oh my God, like, did you see that shit? Like, what the fuck they got going on? And we like, yeah. Yeah, said that. Well, yep, expected that. Saw that coming, because it's like, we already been through the work. And I know you had to start some type of shadow work within yourself once you went down those rabbit holes. Because if you didn't, it ain't tapped. It ain't tapped what it needed to tap for your ass. If you went through psychosis, and if you go through psychosis, and if you're going through psychosis, you have to be grounded spiritually. So it opens the gate to spirituality for you, if that makes sense. Like, it could be your gateway to a new life, to a new world. You know what I mean? Like, to a new way of thinking, to a higher frequency. And that's what all this shit is about. That's what all it's about at the end of the day. You could be the baddest bitch. You could be the baddest bitch. If your frequency ain't the baddest bitch too, and if she ain't vibrating as high as she need to be, you an ugly bitch. I swear, you're not ugly, but bitch, you got some work to do. Like, you got some work to do. And the people that didn't do like the conspiracy theorist shit and like go down those rabbit holes back then, they're doing it now. They're doing it now because it's in your fucking face. And it's like, how dare you deny that truth? And then not only that, people want the truth now. So people are going to seek that. People are going to seek that. And people are going to find that themselves. And people are researching and finding the knowledge and learning for themselves. So it's like, they're catching up. They're catching up to that new timeline.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
And with them catching up, it's raising the frequency of the collective. And the Babylon timeline don't want that. They don't want that, because if the Babylon timeline can't corrupt shit, they gonna be broke and they ain't gonna be nothing. And they can't exist in a new timeline. And they don't want to change because they doing shit that you can't even, you can't have a soul if you're doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be of the creator if you're doing that. So they don't even got access to over here. But it's all about energy. It's all about power. So if they don't get no energy to feed their timeline, they die. They die. Everybody else is going to be over here not giving a fuck.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Period. At the end of the day, last year so much shit was exposed and we still not even to the root. This year so much shit is gonna be exposed and we're still not gonna be at the root. Okay, like now let's put these two together to show the jump. Like, let's show the skip to the new rhythm, to the new time. If Hollywood loses control, if Hollywood loses their grip on people, creators can create the rebirth. Creators can create something authentic. Creators can create truth. And that's what we're seeing today. People are being so fucking creative. Like, every time I see something online, sometimes I see shit, I be mind blown, because I'm like, wow, like, y'all creative as fuck. Even like with the jokes y'all be saying in the comments, it's like, how the fuck, how you think of that shit? Like, how you think of that shit for real? And then the next one, we got the politicians. We can't trust their ass. We can't trust them, period. Red or blue. It don't matter. Even the purple group. We don't trust none of them. We don't trust them. And you can't trust them. And if you think you can, it's time for you to wake up and go down them rabbit holes. ASAP. ASAP. No, for real. We can't trust them. So now we're leaning on our own trust, our own intuition, right? We're leaning on, I just saw this shit with my 2 eyes, and y'all not finna tell me something else happened. Y'all not finna tell me that shit happened. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't going for that. So, like I said, the politicians, we ain't trying to hear them. Even when it come down to, like, the pharmacies and shit, like, the people that's just giving us drugs just to get money, or like they ain't really trying to heal us on some shit. We going to the holistic healers. We going to the people that can heal us for real, internally, spiritually, and get that trauma out of us. Because a lot of the times and shit, like, you could be sick and it be trauma built up in you. Like, your hips get hurt, it could be trauma built up in your hips. Like, your knees could be hurt, it could be fluid or something in your knees, like shit like that. Like, sometimes the doctor don't really have your best interest at heart. And I'm not saying this is for all of them, but a lot of this shit is just corporations and money. Money. They greedier than Mr. Krabs around this bitch. They just want what they can get. They just want what they can get, right? So now we're just trying to lean on our own understanding. We're leaning on, like I said, our intuition, our gut feelings, we're seeing this shit with our own eyes. We're seeing it with our own actions. We're believing the actions over the words now. You know, and once these places like Hollywood and these little institutions and these secret societies, once these things collapse and they just die, real communities are going to emerge. The conversations that we see happening is building real community. When we all need each other, when some shit go down and we see people hungry, or we see people in situations that are different from us, and we just have a better opportunity to do things, we're helping the less fortunate. Like, that's what's emerging. That's the energy that's coming. We're coming with community energy. We're coming with an authentic community, not just community that just want to put a camera in your face or do some shit just for the TV and they can give a fuck about you after that. Nah, we building some real shit, some shit that's gonna last, some shit that's gonna have longevity, some shit that's gonna build a legacy, and we can build a community to where we can probably get back to knocking on our neighbor's door for a little sugar, a little butter. You know, maybe if the prices go down and the wages go up, a bitch could do that. You know what I mean? Like, we're building that type of environment. And I really feel like on the other side of the politicians and shit, although it's really corrupt, I really feel like we're going to have some politicians that are very truthful and very authentic. I really feel like we may have one or two of them that emerge once the corrupt politicians in that game is exploded. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we'll get back to that democratic, not literally the Democrats, but that public society choice, you know, free thinking, free choice type of thing. Like, it won't be so fucking strict around this motherfucker. Like I said at the beginning of this video, being authentic right now is the best thing that you can do, because we're paying attention to those people that do shit just for the clips and views. And once we figure out you're doing shit for the tenderism, come to the front. They was doing the shit for clicks and views for his ass, and, you know, exploiting him and taking advantage of him. And once we got whiff of that, Destination Smokehouse, suck it.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
ASAP. Like, we got off that real quick. So it's like, being authentic and being real and truthful is the best thing you can do right now, because that old system of the doing shit for the views and, you know, doing shit just to go viral, and that shit corny as fuck. We want people that's really gonna be themselves and really show their own personalities. Like, we need people to come in and be themselves, because everybody not the same and everybody don't have the same personality. And if everybody got the same personality, same style, same way of thinking, like, we all gonna be robotic around this bitch. Everybody might as well be AI. Everybody might as well be AI, you know what I mean? So it's like, we need that. We need that diversity. We need that. We need all of that. So that new system is bringing that in for us. So if you're really on your grind and you're really being creative and you're expressing your creative thinking and your creative acting and your creative singing and your creative music making, like, if you're being true to self, stay doing that. Keep doing that, because the more you do that, the more it's leading you to your purpose, and the more doors and opportunities you open for yourself. Just be yourself type shit. Just be yourself type shit. Just be yourself type shit. And some of y'all might hate me when I say this, but we even have people leaving religion. We got people leaving religion because they're seeing religion is attached to a system and a corporation. We got people doing church at home. We got people doing church within themselves. You know, they tapping into spirit for real. They're tapping into the source, to the creator. They're no longer needing to go to church to connect with the source, you know, because we're seeing these things for ourselves. We're seeing these places be so corrupt, and like any other empire, like any other place, once it's corrupt for so long, and once it gets too far from humanity, it's done. It's done. Look at every empire, every civilization, every little group, every society that has ever drifted too far from humanity has collapsed. Okay, because you can only get to a certain point, but before the universe and Mother Nature and everything above that gotta step in. These bitches is going too far. They going too fucking far. Like, bitch, who y'all think y'all is? Who do you think you are, though? So once all this stuff goes down and once all this stuff just pop off how it's supposed to, we're not gonna have any choice but to really just tap in with ourselves and get back to how we're supposed to be. And if you don't want to do that, you're not gonna make it, you know? You're not gonna make it. I'm not saying a bitch gonna die. I'm not saying that shit. But what I am saying is, you know, it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be very hard for you because you're not being true to self and you're not being true to the universe and the stars. Like, you're just not. You're not being aligned with what the world is and what the energy and the frequency of Earth is. This shit get deep. Y'all can look up the stars and the astrology that has been going on for the past year. I might do a video on that. I may just do a video on that to kind of explain to y'all deeper what I mean by the stars in the universe. So maybe. You know, the old timeline is crashing, the old timeline is falling, so we gotta let it. And with that, we come out on top. So, you know, stay true to self, stay true to the people around you. Appreciate the people around you and nurture your communities. Because a lot of y'all could nurture a relationship, but y'all can't nurture y'all communities. No. All of this shit go hand in hand, okay? So nurture everything around you if you want to grow. You really do. You have to pour your energy into everything around you. And if you're at a dead-end job or you're just in a place where you don't want to be and your spirit is calling you to be elsewhere, follow that feeling. You know, it's gonna look scary. It's gonna look a little different than what you thought it would. It may be shocking to you. Like, it may just turn your world upside down, but it's for the good. You know, when you follow your passion, you follow what your spirit is being called to do. So always be true to self. Always be true to self. Always. But I don't want y'all to think of, you know, all of this shit as just completely negative, because, you know, with death comes life. In destruction comes transformation and rebuilding. So that's the only stage that we're in right now. We're just in that awkward transition period, and it just has to happen. Like I said, these bitches been getting away with a lot of shit for so long. So we gotta transform and we gotta get on the new wave and we gotta abide by the new frequency of the planet. So yeah, you know, the time is up, the gig is up. It's time for everything to be exposed, and that's okay, because we're rebuilding and we're coming out on top of this shit. We're coming out on top of this shit, and if your frequency is vibrating how it's supposed to be, you coming out on top in every situation. So look up. You know, a lot of this shit ain't all bad. It ain't all bad. And you know what they be saying, after stormy days come the sunshine. So that's genuinely the truth. That's genuinely the truth. When you go through a period, even in your life, when you go through a period of just darkness and just hella questions and you hella stagnant, like you just don't know where to look, you just feel so unaligned. When the only other side of that is to be aligned and is to come out on top. So everything that looks negative or positive is after it. I promise. Especially if you're getting things righteously, meaning as you're supposed to. You're not stepping on anybody's toes, you're not hurting nobody, you're not intentionally being spiteful or causing ill will to people and hurting, and especially innocent people. You'll be fine. You know, if you're not doing none of that, you'll be fine. So, you know, just stay being creative, stay focusing on self, stay trying to build yourself to be a better version of yourself. Always gotta outdo you yesterday. You know, you always gotta outdo you yesterday. You always gotta outdo you last week. You always gotta outdo you last month, last year. Bitch, you gotta outdo your 7-year-old self. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Everybody, you gotta one up all of them, because it's you versus you. It's you versus you. And if you still the same, it's like, oh, you not growing, but I am. Like, nope, but everybody gonna leave you, bitch. You gonna be you gonna be in the dust. You gonna be that little dust crumb under the table, right? Like, everybody else probably gonna be chilling somewhere on the beach, like vacationing, like on with their life. So like I said, if you on your grind and you in your bag and you on your mental grind and your knowledgeable grind and you stand up, you know, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, and I'm wishing you well on your journey. It may look like, you know, it's not getting you anywhere, but change your perspective. I promise, change your perspective and just look up. You gotta look up. If you're not optimistic about what you're doing, you're not gonna make it. Because every day ain't gonna be a up day. Every day ain't gonna be up. You know, you gonna have a day where you may be down, and that's okay. Because like I said, you only got to get up from that. You can't be down and be down again. You can't be down and be even more down. So get your ass up. You know, get your ass up. That's just what it is. But that is the end of today's video. I tried to keep it short and quick because I can run my mouth and it could really sound like a run-on sentence after a certain point. So I be trying to keep it short and cute. If y'all like the long videos or y'all like the length of it, you know, I think the last one was like 35 minutes, 37 minutes, but I don't know which one. But if you like that length, let me know. Let me know, because I can keep making it that. If y'all want it longer, like an hour, let me know. I can make it that too. Like, I can do whatever length y'all want to do. I'm just not going shorter than 30 minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for stopping by. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your fish, your dog, your cat. Tell all of them that I posted and they need to tap in, subscribe. So I'm gonna leave all my social media platforms in the description below. The links will be attached. Repost. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. Y'all can follow me on TikTok. Y'all can follow me everywhere. Like, tap in, stay on the lookout for what I'm doing. You know, I'm trying not to disappear from Instagram and TikTok anymore, because I can do a couple of day hiatus, and I'm trying not to do that because I'm trying to give y'all constant stimulation. Thank y'all for stopping by today. I really did enjoy making this video. I just been on the go, so it may seem a little rushed, and I hope y'all like the quality, because I love the quality. I love the quality. So I hope y'all love the quality, because I have to do that for y'all. And I don't know how it sounds. I hope it don't sound like you can hear my car or anything, because I do have it on, so I hope I don't hear that. But thank y'all for tuning in today. That is the end of this video. So yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.